Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Tonight will be boss fights from the base game and DLC. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
We're going to go for our standard sort of 1 hour play. Sorry, I'm just adjusting things. Standard 1 hour gameplay, and then maybe switch to something else. It's starting to get late, but it is Saturday night, so we can stay up for a little bit, have a little fun. Headset issues. Hold up. I guess we'll do the sort of standard start to this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever and wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a great day. So we're going to do some New-Game-7 boss fights today. Let's see who's all on the list. Everybody, let's put Bale back on. Why not? Sure. Yeah, we got everybody that's worth having. Get comfortable. Yeah. Gracious. Looks like it might be a slow night tonight, so like I said, we'll let it go for about an hour. If it's too slow, then I'll switch to something else, but right now I'm thinking we should have about an hour's worth of gameplay. Everybody's having a field day. I don't know why I do that all the time. I feel like it helps. I don't know if it does or not. Makes me feel better. Where to go while we are waiting? Let's go up here. Oh, man. Feels good to sit still. He's gonna set him. Side. If you didn't know, if you're a sleep user in this game, killing these things is the best place to farm St. Trina's lilies if you're a sleep user. You kill these jellyfish and they will drop St. Trina lilies from time to time. Sort of warming up. Go on a little journey. Trying to remember if I killed this death bird over here or not. If I haven't, then I might do that. This is like the hardest death bird in the game, though. We're gonna cheese it. I really don't feel like being that involved. We'll find out in a second if he's there. Oh, getting called up. But I wanted this. I wanted this. It's like I've learned over the years, you can farm a lot of the rare items if you just know where to look. So if you're ever curious about, where to get something, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I'm always happy to share my knowledge. I don't say I know everything, but I know a good little amount of where to get the good stuff. Oh, mercy. Fun. Fun.
Hey!
You're dead. Don't do it. Yep. Controls being wonky. Nice. I do like this song. Run, my friend, run. Nice. Missed. Too far.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Tonight will be boss fights from the base game and DLC. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I remember the first time I fought that boss, man. I was so frustrated with that thing. Because I'm thinking, it's the first boss of the DLC with the cutscene. It should be fun, right? No, it's not fun. There's nothing fun about that. Are you here? Yep. Nice. Wait, hit that octopus. This is called cheese and balls right here. Do whatever you want to, brother. It's all you.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Tonight will be boss fights from the base game and DLC. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
They shouldn't have made this arena like this. It's just their fault. This is the game's fault. Because here's the thing, he can still see me up here, which is, I don't think is fair. Silly. Got it? Go ahead and get your 500,000 prunes.
Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Tonight will be boss fights from the base game and DLC. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Is she gonna keep doing that, like, all night long? Because if so, it's gonna make me crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. I wonder why there's so many of those butterflies around here. If anybody knows, feel free to tell me. I always feel like I miss some of them. So I'm guessing one way you could beat this too would be to use the bewitching branches, and if you charm that octopus thing, then he'll fight with you instead of trying to kill you. I guess. I never tried that strategy before. I think bewitching branches are one of those underutilized items. If used appropriately, those things are really, really handy. Um, and then in the DLC, they made an upgraded version of the bewitching branch, which instead of working on just one person, it works on a group of enemies, which is real helpful. If you're getting swarmed, you could do something like that, and it would turn all the aggro off of you real fast. If you're an item person, not everybody likes using like items and shields and incantations and magic and stuff like that. Depends on your playstyle. Excuse me. I didn't mean to yawn in here. I need to adjust the blending for this game. Sometimes I feel like I'm way louder than the game itself. I guess one way I could fix that would be to... Not that. things. But yeah, it started about 9:30, so we'll go for another 45 more minutes and wrap it up. I'll give some color commentary as I'm fighting these bosses in regards to what I'm thinking, so that way, if you are watching this to try to get tips and tricks, you can see what I normally do for these fights. Yes, commander guys. Usually when I do this fight, the first thing I start with is Black Blade, and the reason he was just dead in there. The reason why is because it'll shave off a big chunk of health right at the very beginning of the fight. See that? And then I usually switch to Black Flame after that. Now, using Black Blade against Gaius is actually a good idea. The only thing it is that it's got a slow wind up, so you have to really be careful. But if you can nail him with both the projectile and the sword that he creates in his hand, so you can get double damage. That was nice. You can get double damage with Black Blade if you can hit with the sword and the projectile. And I don't know if you all know that when he throws those asteroids at you like that, if you wiggle your joystick to the left and right really fast, it throws his aim. I'm not too far away. So if you wiggle it, see how a lot of them just missed me? I'm gonna do this so you can see what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you see how much damage I did when I hit him with that? Almost 7,000 on just the one strike. And it's because I hit him with both the sword and the projectile. So up close hits with Black Blade do double damage a lot of times. So, but like I said, it does have a slow wind up, so you have to really be careful because once you start the animation, you can't cancel it, and it leaves you really vulnerable to get hit. Like you see what happened when I got hit. I was in midair. I was in half of the spin. Gaius did his little explosion thing, and it got me. I feel like Black Flame, though, the Fireball is pretty safe. So if you're looking for something safe to use, Black Flame is always a safe bet to go. If you're feeling froggy, I would go to Black Blade. Um, but these are the incantations I use. If you're curious, I'll show you. Um, my first two incantations are essentially weapon buffs. One of them puts Black Flame on blood. The other one puts Blood Flame, which allows me to do bleed buildup. Uh, for like my defensive buffs, I have Bestial Vitality, which lets me regenerate health, and then Holy Protection. I'm not really concerned with other forms of damage. I'm fairly good at getting away from pretty much everything else, so Holy's the only thing that really bothers me on this game. As far as offensive incantations, I have my Black Flame Fireball, which can be charged, and when you charge it, it actually goes a longer distance. So I'll show you a distance comparison of uncharged versus charged on the Black Flame Fireball when I come back from this fight. But I am sort of built as an incantation specialist. I'm not. I do physical damage, but a lot of my damage comes from incantations. And the only reason is because when I first started playing the game, there were a group of guys that I used to play with pretty regularly. And when we would play, everybody sort of had their own specialty. We had one guy, we all dressed the same, so we all looked like this. Um, but
Hey!
one of the one of the guys, he was really good at up close fighting, and so he would get up there and just be working bosses over. We had a spell guy that could cast magic and stuff like that. I was the incantation, and I also use craftables a lot. And then we had a healer. We did have a guy that just did nothing but heal all the time. Like the dude was a G. He could heal you. It didn't matter where you were, and then he would be throwing out like warming stones and stuff like that during the fights. Um, but I learned a lot playing with them because I sort of since we each specialized in something, we could watch each other's styles, and so sort of the genesis of this guy. He was one of many. Now he's just by himself. I see we're getting invaded. That's your problem and not mine. TJ, he's all yours, brother. I'm not gonna get in the way. Yeah. That's the price you pay for taking all day. You're gonna have to manage that because I'm not gonna be a part of it. Go ahead. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Idiot. He was weak. You shouldn't have hit me to begin with. That was your fault, sir. I was just gonna stand there and let you have your fun. You decided you wanted to come after me. I'm the last one. Like I said, I used to be a champion in the Coliseum. You don't want none of this, sir. Host is weak. All that, just so that he could die. Stuff like that, it drives me insane. That's why I don't get involved with accusers, because I feel like some people. The thing is, all of his runes are inside of here now. So if he wants to get them back, he's gonna have to get back inside of here to get them. See that kind of garbage? It sends me through the roof. All wasting all that time. Blocking that recusant, because like I said, that kind of stuff to me is just dumb. I don't even feel like seeing that person anymore. It's like save all that. If I was doing a catacomb or a cave or a castle or something like that, I'm like, yeah, let's fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm walking through this cave. I sort of expect that's gonna happen. Uh, this is a boss fight. It's like just get some chill. Just have some chill. There's nobody interested in fighting you all the time, and you were weak on top of it. So it's like whatever. His bleed was so low. When I threw that blood on the ground, he popped after the first hit, and then I popped him on the second hit with my sword. So he wasn't ready. He was just somebody that thought that he was good. He was going to try to get somebody's face. That's the other thing too. So I think a lot of people get leveled up by doing something that's called rune duping. And when you rune dupe, you can basically duplicate your. I'll show you. when you rune dupe, you can duplicate these, right? And so if you know how to rune dupe, I know how. I'm not going to tell y'all how to do it. If you want to find it, you can look it up. That's what it's called. It's called rune duping. Um, if you rune dupe, you can level up really, really fast. The thing is that there's more to leveling up than just having high level and high stats. You should have some skill. Because here's the thing: in order for him to evade us, his level would have had to been over 300. Once you get over level 300, you should actually be pretty good at this game. There's no reason why you shouldn't be good at this game. And so he obviously wasn't ready. He wasn't ready, and he made the mistake of hitting me first. So, but you saw what I did when he hit me. So what he wanted you to do is he wanted you to keep engaging him so that he had a really high poise, and so he wanted you to keep engaging him up close so that he could, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Yeah, he wanted you to keep engaging him up close because he had such high poise that you wouldn't be able to interrupt his attack, and he was going to try to bleed you first. He was using a bleed weapon. Um, don't engage. If you see somebody with heavy armor on, unless you're ready to either parry or, got your dodge rolls on point, it's not a good idea to go toe to toe. Because most of those guys, what they'll do is they'll spam their move knowing that it won't get interrupted. But that was his mistake. He thought he could just spam. I was back too far. The other guys ran up around behind him. I threw blood behind him. So if he would have went forward, he would have gotten double teamed. If he would have come back, he would have run through my blood flame, and then he had to deal with me. He still made the mistake of coming back. He had to deal with me. He got killed. I don't have high poise. So if you look at my character, my poise is 56. I mean, it's decent, but it's not high. I have a medium dodge roll, uh, but I know how to use my character very well. And like I said, there was a time when they first came out with the Coliseum, I used to do like the 2-on-2 fights. So you can do tag team fights where you and a buddy can fight against somebody else and their friend. We used to do those a lot. It's like, I totally understand. Like, some people are like, I don't care if I die. I'd rather not fight you. And that's the end of it. It's just like, I'd rather not fight you. So it's not a matter of if you're afraid to die or not. I'm not afraid to kill you. It's just I don't want to. That was it. Here's a little secret about this particular part in the game if you didn't know. I'll show you a secret. Hey, we'll keep it. So here's the secret to this particular part of the map. If you use the sentry torch, if you actually read the description for the sentry torch, a lot of people don't read the descriptions, but they do tell you a lot about, like, sort of like how to use them, when to use them. Um, this particular torch is really good at seeing things that aren't there. especially people that are using cloaking and veils. So if you equip this torch, so normally when you're walking around, you'll see these wolves walking around, and you see these little girls just posted up chilling and stuff like that. But if you turn this on and you walk around, you actually see this guy. You don't normally see him, but you can see him if you use the torch. Uh, which is really interesting. Uh, I don't know if there are any other places in the game where you can do this. If you fight against this guy in a boss, there's a version of him where he does cloak himself. If you're holding this torch while you're fighting him, he becomes more visible. He's easier to see and attack. Uh, but just a little tip, little fun little tip. Uh, but notice, like, as soon as I get rid of it, he goes away. But he's still there. If you look, you see his footsteps. You see the dust coming up off the ground. You see his footsteps when he goes up the stairs again. See the little dust shooting up? He's there. He's just invisible. But there's your tip for the day. I tell you what, one of my favorite torches, it used to be this one, man. I used to love, especially like early in the game, like if I play with my level 150 character, man, I love this thing. And the reason why is because if you shoot the flame out of the ground, it'll stay there for a little while. It's a good way to annoy invaders. And it's got pretty wide range on it. If you swing your camera with it, you can actually cover a pretty wide range of area. What time is it getting to be? We'll go for about another half hour. We'll switch. bit of a challenging second half. Okay with that. Since everybody was using bleed, it ended up working out okay. The challenge will come sometimes. Not everybody uses bleed. Like I play with some people, and it's like the one person. At least like I always use bleed on the second phase, but some people use bleed for both phases. And like I said, you got to be careful with that because resistances go up. And the other thing too is that resistances also go up with the new game level. So higher new game levels, it takes more to get a status effect than at the lower new game levels. And for each status effect you applying the next one, like the repeat of that same one. So for example, if it's bleed, getting the second one is a little bit harder than the first. That applies also to frostbite as well. So really, your dream team combination in order to beat Consort Radahn quickly and safely would be one person has frost on their weapon. You know, with the shield doing pokey poke with frost. One person is doing pokey poke with bleed, and you can take him down pretty quick. Um, but yeah, if you got a frost magic user, like that's your best friend because the other thing about when you apply frost, it lowers their physical defense. It lowers the boss's physical defense, and so you can do more damage per attack when frost is applied. And so the bleeds are more significant when you have frost involved. So ideally, some of the best weapons, honestly, to me in this game, um, are like the sickle. The sickles are good weapons because they're heavy. They got knockback, They can reach around a shield. If somebody's holding a shield and you get hit with the sickle,
Welcome to the stream.
it always makes contact.
Thank you for stopping by. Tonight will be boss fights from the base game and DLC. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
But yeah, I don't think I have. Oh yeah, I do have sickles. The sickles are good weapons. And if you get a sickle with frost like this or something, you can do blood damage. Yeah. Because they have reach, they have knockback, they have automatic bleed, and you can apply frost to them with the bleed. So then you get blood frost at the same time. The people in the concert are done tonight. What was even happening? I was so confused. I'm sorry. He's there. It's like I don't understand sometimes when like hosts start the fight before you even get there. Like that's beyond me. It's like if it's the same guy again, I'm tempted to leave because unless he stays. Because I don't feel like chasing people down like that. Just all start to fight together. Somebody's playing games. Give it another try. If it happens again, I'm most certain somebody's playing games. But yeah, back to what I was saying earlier. Uh, sickles are good weapons for sure. I would say after sickles, as far as like heavy weapons go, I would say great spears are a good second choice after, and it just has to do with the way that they swing. Um, I used clubs primarily because it's just been sort of a standard go-to for me as I first started this game. But if I had to pick something better than a club, but not as good as those other two, I would definitely go with the great axes. I used to play with this one a lot. Not this one, but this one. This one actually does do more damage uh, than the club does, and even this does more damage. Uh, the only thing is that I find that with some enemies, or at least most of the enemies in this game, strike damage seems to be pretty consistent. Like the number of strikes that it takes to knock somebody down. But yeah, so here's an example here. It's like, so I got Frost on a Godskin Stitcher, where I'm doing an accumulation of 127 Frost per hit. So if you look over at my resistances, what that translates to is uh, right now I have a robustness of 397. Robustness dictates your ability to get Frost. So basically, after 4 hits with this sword, I would have Frost on me. This has 143 on bleed, and this is the weapon that I use most of the time, just for that reason. Uh, because after about 3, 4 hits with this, I'm sure I'm going to get a bullet. I'm going to get a blood loss. And this one has 172. This is actually probably the highest bleed that I've seen. That if you apply passive bleed to it, you can get it up to 172. Uh, the reason why I don't use this one is because you can see the damage is a little bit less than what I have right now. And it's also a little bit shorter. So there's sort of a method to my madness. Why do things I do when I play the game? Now watch what's going to happen. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to start fighting this guy. And as soon as I engage him, that's when I'm going to get called up. It's Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law. If you're wondering what happened, it was I did an early dodge roll. I deserved that. Uh, I did my dodge roll wasn't the timing was way off. But yeah, what you just witnessed there was true, uh, like New Game 7 damage. This character's actually on New Game 30, but like once you get to New Game 7, it's all the same. But yeah, he only hit me 2 times. He hit me on the swing and then the follow-up drop, and was able to take me down. That's why, you know, having a high level is nice, but at the end of the day, once you start playing on the higher New Game levels, the game sort of balances itself. Got me again. I rolled too early. So the trick to dodging that is he runs up and then he stops and then he swings. As soon as he stops running, that's when you take your first dodge roll. I'm running, I hear his footsteps, and I'm dodging when I hear his footsteps stop, and I shouldn't do that. I should wait until the last footstep happens, and then like do a 1 second wait before I move out of the way. Watch, this time I'll do it right. I don't care about losing the runes. I can't level up anymore, so what's the point? If you're curious at how many runes I just lost, it was 20 million. I think the most runes I've ever lost at one time was like 85 million. I had 85 million on one character one time, and I got killed twice before I picked him back up again. This guy, he actually fights a little bit like Mesmer, so it's something interesting about it. It's a little bit different. We got each other. Do I get the runes for that? Since I killed him when he killed me? We'll find out in a second. So if I go and pick up those runes, do I? Will I get something? I should. But I killed him when he killed me. You should have been. Was even Steven. Y'all cheating. You ain't cheating. It's his Mesmer thing. You see that's his relationship to Mesmer. He's got a snake inside of him too. But you see, basically, that run up and grab attack is what Mesmer does when you fight against him. So if you are ever wanting to practice fighting against Mesmer, in the base game, this is a good guy to fight against. Because some of his timings, even in the way you evade, are the same way you evade Mesmer's stuff. like that swing thing that he does. That's the something that Mesmer does. The one thing they're catching me. Normally, when I fight against Mesmer, I shield block that. I don't try to dodge it, so I don't have a lot of practice with the timing. I know how to do it.
Welcome to the
Do
stream.
it a couple times.
Thank you for stopping by. Tonight will be boss fights from the base game and DLC. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I sit and practice with it for a little bit. I can get my timing back. Just have to sit with it for a little bit. Curious why it does that. Oh, some people are coming and then they leave, and then when they come and leave, then I think it. Let's do one more boss fight, and then I'm going to call it a night. But if you saw that time when I was using the club to fight him, you see I was getting pushed back. I was knocking him back. Like that I appreciate. And I think that's what keeps me. Not only does the stick go with the little, motif and stuff, the knockback on it is real nice. And when you're fighting against people that have really high poise, having that type of knockback is pretty sweet. tell the seasons are starting to change. I can feel my sinuses acting real weird. Getting a lot of coughing and drainage. Can he see me? He can see me. How about that? How far can that go? I mean, it's running. Let's stick button. Let's go. Do you homie? See? Stick fight. Let's go. Fight. Magic. See, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that thing where they. I wish I could do that where they spit stuff out. Unusual slow. Other than that, it's annoying. That's what it is. But I guess my version of that would be using the Black Flame. Black Flame Fireball. This is going to be the last one for the night. Then I'm going to turn this off and watch a little bit of YouTube. No more consort redying. That's something different. It's like sometimes you get tired of doing the same fights over and over again, so it's like you turn them off. Excuse me. Lollygagging. see, that's one of the reasons why I don't play Night Rain. Like, after playing this game so long and watching people and the way that they play and the way they die, it would not be fun at all to play with these people anymore because they don't really have any skill. Like they they have skill. I'm not gonna say they don't have any skill, but it just looks like to me they don't have good control of their builds, and because they don't have good control of their builds, can you hit me? That's right. But yeah, they don't have good control of their builds, and because they don't, they do foolish things to get themselves killed, like pretty regularly. And I since the same stuff, the same skills that are in this game are in Night Rain. If you can't do them here, you're not going to be able to do them in Night Rain, and you're just going to keep dying. You're just banking that. The only thing I see different when I see people play Night Rain is that the boss will actually, change aggro kind of on its own. Like it'll come after you for a little bit, and then it'll change and go after somebody else for a little bit. Where here, if the other person is far enough away, like you can hold the aggro like the whole time. And you can also, I've noticed in Night Rain, it looks like you can hit the boss when they go for grabs, and you can also hit the boss when they are laying on the ground, uh, which is not really something that you can do easily on this game. But yeah, I've seen so many bad habits here that I really don't have any desire to play with anymore than what I already do. But enough of me lamenting. I'm going to sign off for the night. You guys take care. Be well. I will be back again maybe tomorrow. Do this again at a lower level. Not sure yet. I'm definitely gonna play something different. I may have a movie night tomorrow, as well as something else for that. But we'll see. We'll see. But take care, and we'll see you next time.